hit the record button.
I'm just like you. All right.
All right, now we have to start all over.
Wow. Okay. All right. Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Now you just say her tagline and everyone's going to cancel you.
All right. Hi!
Hi!
We're your hostesses with the mostesses.
Your favorite living gal pal.
Miss Avocado.
And Wanda Gag!
And joining us today is the Transexual Menace of the Twin Cities, Chandra Armani.
Now, how does it feel to be canceled?
Well, I don't know yet. The episode isn't out yet.
Pistachio.
Disclaimer, she gave me permission.
I sure did. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't understand. I do. Because as language has evolved, transsexual has become a term that not everybody's like super cool with.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if I am referring to myself and I am inviting y'all to refer to me as such, now it would be different if I was like full on the T slur.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
No,
Yeah.
That's a little different, you know. I do try to get a lot of people to say that too, but that's
You sure do.
different
That's not what
reasons.
happened today. So, your pronouns in drag, if you would.
She, her.
She, her, what? No.
Hers. If you're
yeah.
nasty.
She then heard hers is...
She already heard, then hers is this. And she's the high one.
How long have you been doing drag?
Yeah.
I've been doing drag since I was...
Shut up!
I have been doing drag for about 4 years.
Oh.
I like started in my bedroom because I wasn't old enough at the time to go out and perform. So when I was about like 16, 17 is when I like finally got to do like online stuff and then like on stage stuff. And then, yeah, like I just started in Fargo and one booking led to the next and it just didn't stop.
Fargo, North Dakota.
What, Fargo?
I'm technically from Moorhead, Minnesota, but nobody knows where that is.
I know
so
where
just-
that is.
I do too. I toured there for college. I was going to be a dragon. And then I
Rawr.
decided to be a Mustang instead. And then again, I just decided to be a Maverick. So
A what?
Maverick?
What's that?
It's nothing.
It's a bull.
It's a bull, but like they called it a Maverick for some reason.
Okay.
Okay.
I,
Okay.
to this day, do not understand.
Are you not from the South?
No.
You just sound like that.
Yeah, no. Okay, no, here's the thing.
Real.
No, here's the thing, because I love like trans like pageant queens, you know what I mean? Like the way that they talk and the way that they talk to each other is so funny to me. Like in my mind, I'm like just a burnt copy of Brandonna Dupree-Larice.
Okay.
Less problematic.
Oh, it's like-
oh.
No, not that.
Oh.
She don't watch this.
Yeah.
Real.
We don't know. Well, we don't know. I love you, Brandonna. But I just love the way that they talk and like their inflections. So like it just started out like ironic and like making fun of it, and now I can't stop, and it's taken over my life.
That's how I am with the Minnesota accent. Like, I didn't grow up here, but
Where are you from?
Alaska.
Yeah. No, now she was born here in Hastings.
Yeah.
But she moved to Alaska.
Yeah, when I was like 5.
and then
she
she lived there until what, 18?
Yeah, and then I graduated high school and I moved here.
So you moved like? Did you? Okay, I'm gonna ask a really serious question.
Backstory.
I'm
Let's
gonna ask a
go.
really serious question. So like, are you aware of the Last Frontier? Is that where like you like set up your like camp or whatever?
Well, no, we lived in like a city. They're cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like cities.
There's
in
like cities or
Alaska.
something.
Well, I'm sure like multiple.
Yeah.
I thought like Anchorage.
And then I lived outside of Anchorage. Yeah.
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 She did in a tiny town called Wasilla.
It's not tiny.
It's tiny. It's piddly. What's the population?
Like 80,000.
It's piddly. It's tiny.
That's like about the size of Fargo.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not a huge city, but you know,
Like,
there's something.
There's people.
There's people
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, but I picked up the accent because I was doing it as a joke, and then
And then it stopped being a joke.
stopped
Yeah.
being a joke.
Kind of same with the Minnesota accent. I came to college from Wisconsin, and like, and all my
That's
friends were
the
like,
same
"Oh, for
accent,
cute."
diva.
We're
I
gonna
didn't have a Wisconsin accent.
No, we're gonna have a very serious conversation because have you ever spoken to a Wisconsin drag queen?
Well, now I have, like, with like Belinda and Jada, but like, well,
Love those two.
yeah, I love those two.
Girl,
Love those two.
love those two.
Other
I
than
need
a
to
lot
call
of
them
shots,
back.
I suppose no. But
Girl, I love my Wisconsin bitches,
Mhm.
but when they talk like with like the southern inflections, but with a Minnesota accent. So like, okay, it turns into okay. It's so funny to me. Like,
okay.
I literally was at a bar in the Wisconsin Dells,
really
and I like
funny.
whipped around. I was like, what the fuck did you say to me?
Oh yeah, diva, you better sleep.
That part, it literally is that. I can't like perform seriously out there. I have to smoke. Well, I have to smoke a joint regardless. But I have to like smoke a joint and then like a bowl and then like pray that I can get through the fucking number without somebody yelling "okay" at me. Like,
how do you spend any time with a Lotta then?
Here's the thing.
I was gonna say
kidding.
every 2 seconds. Yeah, mama. Yeah.
A Lotta Shots is one of my favorite people because when I first met her, I literally was like, "What is going on?"
She's a lovely fucking person.
I literally was just
so
like, because I feel like people think I'm batshit crazy. You know what I mean?
She is insane.
Oh, she is.
Why do they always turn up her microphone?
They sure do.
She's like they turn up her microphone like she's gonna whisper, and then she leans in, kisses the microphone, and goes, "How are we doing, gay 90s?" And like, bitch, when I tell you that
It is a high school football coach.
I attribute part of my fucking, what's it called? Tinnitus. I attribute part of my tinnitus to a lot of shots.
Yeah.
This one's out for you, bitch. You killed some of the tiny hairs in my ears. Thank you.
Is she not a rusty nail?
No.
No.
I can still move. I just choose not to.
Wait, what?
Tinnitus paralyzes you slowly.
Tinnitus or tetanus?
Fuck! Tetanus paralyzes you. Like, it's not like a painful, like, you just slowly lose control of your limbs until you're like limp. And that's what
like permanently?
Kinda, yeah. That's why they give you vaccines for it.
Oh.
This has been brought to you by tetanus vaccines. Get your fucking tetanus vaccines. Yeah.
Did y'all ever get monkeypox?
No, we didn't. Did you?
No.
No, because we weren't living in the cities, and they were like, good luck getting the vaccine.
I think I had like literally, I was just about to move, and I was doing a photo shoot with Ryan, and he was like, "Yeah, I got my monkeypox vaccine today," and I was like, "You're what?
You're what?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Calm down. The fuck is that?"
If you're not like queer and slutty, it didn't matter. But like, if you could prove you were queer and slutty, then yeah, they'd give you the shot.
No, they give it to you. And if you look at Ryan,
he's like,
no.
They were like, they like, he came up, he walked into the shot clinic.
Okay.
He's like, "I take pictures of naked men a lot," and they're like, "Yeah, you got it. Here you go."
Yeah. And men of all kinds.
Real.
Yeah. Well, sometimes.
I love
But
her.
cut that out. Or don't.
Shout out Ryan Coit Photography.
This
It's all up the
lovely.
piss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you get your drag name?
So
It's
my
the most
drag
pageant name I've ever heard.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, because it's a
A lady's
very,
name
the mouth
and a brand.
Yeah,
the mouthfeel of Chandra Armani is correct, and I always attribute pageant names to the mouthfeel.
Yes.
To me.
Yes.
How it feels when you say it.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
So Chandra came from like my mother's childhood best friend. Like I heard it and I was like, "Oh, that's so beautiful." And like my dead name was always like spelled a little bit weird, so people would like mispronounce it. What if I just like dead name myself
What if
on
you
your
did?
podcast? Oh my god, my dead name is no.
Cancel Chandra for dead
Literally.
naming herself.
But like I was just like, "Oh, this is gonna be like the most easy phonetic." So sorry, I'm like stepping on
you're
your
fine.
gown. Oh my god, believe it or
It's
not, I have
Fashion
feet
Nova.
under this.
Yeah.
You're gonna admit that on camera?
Yeah,
On
Fashion Nova.
candid camera.
If you're a cheap drag queen, just buy Fashion Nova.
Okay.
If you don't want a sew sequin, buy Fashion Nova.
Go to page 5 though.
Wanda knows what I'm talking
Go
about.
to page
Go to
5.
page 5. Stop with this page 1 bullshit.
Yeah. If it's got body cutouts, avoid it. Because your padding's gonna... Well, unless you're fucking Chandra Armani.
Well, I don't tuck.
Yeah. You don't tuck?
No,
What?
I have never tucked a day in my life.
You were telling me about tuck-em-ups. Like yourself. You were telling me about tuck-em-ups. The
Yeah.
little thongy
For
tuck.
you.
I know.
She said, "Girl, penis. Put it away."
Girl, I was backstage.
Yeah.
Girl, no, but no, I just put fringe down there so that way when I like move, like
That's smart.
Yeah,
work.
literally, karma is just always like, you want more fringe.
Real.
Okay.
Where did you get this name?
Oh, yeah.
So, Chandra, your childhood...
So, my mother's childhood best friend, and so I thought it was going to be, like, the most phonetically easy, so I was like, period, Chandra, love it. And then Armani, it came from Lil' Kim, because I love, like,
Armani.
90s hip-hop, and she was always talking about Armani suits, and I was like, Chandra Armani, that sounds expensive, that sounds rich, like, oh my god.
It does sound expensive.
And then there's a fucking drag king in North Dakota named BJ Armani, and everybody thought we were related, and he tries to, like, he's like, no, I'm your mom, and I'm like,
no.
You're like,
no.
And then everyone's like, oh, Chandra.
Oh, girl.
Okay.
I got called Sandra at my first ever pageant.
Sandra.
The MC that evening, Violet Femme.
Trans on trans crime.
My now grandmother.
Period.
My now grandmother.
The reason I'm checking my phone so much is because we're getting DoorDash. This is going to be a mukbang in these sequin gowns and the wigs and the mug.
Mm-hmm.
So get ready. And also our order is here.
Well, then should we do a quick commercial break? We're
10
gonna do a
minutes
commercial
in?
break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll be
We'll be back with chicken wings.
And we're out.
And now a word from our original sponsor, Fruity Wigs. Hi Fruits, it's your hairy diva Miss Avocado and Miss Ma'am. Did you know that she's been selling wigs for 3 years, officially? In that time, I've sold wigs to kings, queens, monarchs, and cosplayers all over the country. I've done a variety of styles, from updos, ponies, caged wigs, Marcel waves, to ugly styles. To commission your very own Fruity Wigs, or to see my catalog of styles, follow and message at Fruity Wigs on Instagram. Remember to check my Instagram story for themed flash sales of stage-ready wigs. Lastly, if you've worn a Fruity Wig and would like to be featured on the official Fruity Wigs Instagram, send a message with a picture you love in your Fruity Wig. And now back to your regularly scheduled... there's another ad. Bye, Fruits!
This episode of the Drag Me With a Spoon podcast is sponsored by Gagworthy Designs. Hi Gag, it's your girl Miss Wanda Gag, and Miss Ma'am, did you hear she's selling costumes now? She's taking orders and serving looks. He gets a costume, she gets a costume, they get a costume, everybody's getting costumes! Commissions are now open, so message us on Instagram at Gagworthy Designs or on our website www.dragmewithaspoon.com/Gagworthy Designs. Alright, bye Gags! Now back to your featured content.
So, hello. We got Buffalo Wild Wings, and not sponsored yet. And so we have today with us some sweet chili lime, some honey barbecue, and some Parmesan garlic.
What is happening?
We're not spicy girls.
No.
Can I have a thing of ranch?
No. Absolutely not.
You're just awful.
I'm like, okay, plot twist, everybody. I am a little high right now.
What?
Oh my god, you smoke weed? Okay, here's
You mean Reaper?
Tell me, Chandra, tell me which of these is blue cheese and which of these is ranch.
Okay, you know what? I might be able. I can't speak. I need to eat, y'all.
That's
This is
blue
blue
cheese.
cheese.
That's blue cheese?
Yep.
Let me talk about the chunks.
Yup.
Yep.
Here's the thing.
think
If I
that's
have to
ranch.
eat mold to eat blue cheese, then that is what I'm gonna do.
That's a good
Cheese
thing.
is mold.
Yeah,
That's also
I
ranch.
love it.
What kind of performances can we expect from you at a typical Chandra Armani show?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be so real. I used to be like, I need to do everything different. Like, every round needs to be different. And now I literally just want to be a slut. Like, I'm
That's fair
probably gonna do Nasty Girl. I'm probably gonna do Smooth Operator by Sade. I'm probably gonna do Hit It From the Back by Kim Petras. Like,
Period.
it's just gonna be very sexually driven, but then also, like, it's gonna be very high energy, very danceable.
What was that one song that you did at Station 81 where it was the
Whip
with
Up by
the
Gloria
ponytail?
Estefan.
Yes!
Girl, that's okay. That's a favorite of mine. One of my girls from Milwaukee. She put me on to Gloria Estefan, and I was like, changed my life. Learned Spanish just for the song.
Real.
Not like a lot, but
Enough.
and girl, enough.
It was interesting seeing you do that song at Jenna and Giselle's goodbye show. Like, what song was that?
Coffee by by a surprise artist who will be named at a later date.
I was like, Chandra's an alt performer now.
Here's the thing. Wouldn't you know that Aragati walked up to me and went, "How does it feel to be the alt girl tonight?" And I went, "I've been at every like Dragula viewing party. Like, I'm the pageant girl. Like, Gemini Valentine is like my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, the original Eve is like my best friend. Like, I hang out with like all the weird people, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, hey everybody, and just along for the ride.
Hi everybody.
Literally.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about pageantry. I want to talk about pageants.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
bad.
Because when did you make your pageant debut?
So, I made my pageant debut when I was 18 years old at Miss Gay 90s. I beat all the local girls.
Period.
No shade.
Name names? No. Wait, who was competing that year?
Shia, Ann Omerta.
I love the way you say Omerta.
Is that not how you say
I think it's
it?
like Omerta.
Omerta, it's an Italian thing. As in, like, the...
That
no,
bitch-
Omerta.
I love it. Omerta.
That bitch has never fucking corrected me.
That's fine. She probably wouldn't. I think she thinks it's funny that, like,
She
people
probably
pronounce
does.
it wrong. So.
Yeah.
Girl, she probably does. And I do want to say this about 90s pageants, the judging. Not always correct. So did I deserve my placement? No, but I do enjoy saying that I did get fourth that year.
Wait, how many people did it?
Like 7.
Word.
I was like, period.
Okay,
I'm right in the fucking middle, bitch.
Period. That's a respectable
pretty good.
place.
But in a sequin gown.
Did you place any categories?
Hell no. I sure didn't.
But you
But
weren't
I
the
did.
last.
I
Yeah.
was not last.
And that's what matters.
And I've never been last, thankfully.
Because if you're not first, you're last.
As my father always said, if at first you don't succeed, pack your bags.
Yours talked to you?
No. Well,
Yes,
yeah.
he did. Don't you dare.
He did.
Oh my god. I'm so
Oh my god, you're
sorry.
ruining everything.
Oh my god.
No, my
Okay.
dad would always say, like, oh, you did great. That's all that matters. He's a fucking physicist. He's not a performer. Well, I mean, he is a performer. That's rude to my father. Dr. Frederick Otto did opera. And he is a performer. He just
Yeah.
never competed.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
anything. So, like, whatever.
As he just never competed as anything.
That's anything, yeah.
So he never won anything.
No. No, he won things, probably. I don't know.
Which pageants have you done?
Happy
So,
Father's Day. Anyways.
I have done a lot of the gay 90s pageants. So I have done Miss Gay 90s. I've done Queen of Hearts. And then on the national level, I have... I will actually soon be competing for National Entertainer of the Year. I'm representing Wisconsin. I was first alt.
Ooh.
We're not going to talk about that first alt placement because if I didn't get a 13 out of 50 in talent when others had scored me 45s and up, you know?
No, I think we can talk about that a little bit.
You want
unless
to?
unless you don't want
No,
to.
I love talking about how I should have won something.
By all means, shall we?
So, like, with pageantry, like, girl, at the end of the day, we are all damaged queer people who take it out on each other. So,
that part.
so, like, it is nothing, like, pageantry is, like, the best and worst of drag, you know what I mean? Because, like, you see all this beauty and all this talent, and, like, you build all these relationships.
Glamour.
Yes. But then it is also a competition, and these are coke-whores and alcoholics, so you know that they are not in their right mind.
Real.
And I'll throw myself in there, and a lot of them are stoners too, and I'm a fucking wreck. So, I understand how we get to where we get. I just do not appreciate when certain scores are scoring me as the winner, and one judge has a friend.
Put the pieces together.
You know.
Real.
And I if I had even been given like a 19 out of 50 by that judge, I would have won the pageant. So shit like that happens. You know what I mean? Like that's like where people get frustrated with pageants.
Yeah.
Where like
Go on.
they're like, oh my god, like I'm spending all this money. And I cannot breathe because I smoked so much today. I want you to know. I'm so sorry that I'm huffing and puffing.
No, you're fine.
I didn't even notice.
Like,
Take your breaths as you need them.
some old lady. But, because you put all this time and money in, and sometimes you don't get what you want, but you meet a lot of new friends. You like, and I don't even like meeting people. I'm gonna be so so real, but like pageantry, you're all there for the same thing. You get to learn about your craft. Like, so I really encourage that everybody does like a pageant. Like, it just, you learn so much even one time.
Real.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's not the only pageant I've ever done. It was not a traditional pageant.
No.
Yes. Do you remember Mixed Quarantine, but put on by Mr. Mom? During the pandemic.
Sure do.
Lore. Mr. Mom put on a one-time pageant called Mixed Quarantine 2020 when the pandemic was happening. And literally the categories were like pandemic wear, or no, it was like mask costume. So like, you know, interpret mask however you will. Talent and Q&A. Two of the judges fucking loved me. One of them hated me. And that's how it was. I had this like kawaii plague doctor look. You watch the anime? So like,
Sometimes.
So like very like I had a plague doctor mask that I put these paper lashes on, and I put a little lipstick on the side. I stoned it a little bit, and then I had this like little pink dress. I was very proud of my package.
Yeah.
And then I like literally wrote a whole parody for the thing. And so I scored top 3.
Love.
And I was 5 points away from first place. And so it do fucking be like that.
Yeah.
In pageantry. It's just like, you did really good. You did really fucking good.
Yeah.
And yet, somebody else did just that little margin
And it
better.
can come down to like a category. Like my drag brother, I don't know if y'all know Gideon Ken.
I haven't met him, but I'm aware.
I've seen him perform.
Lovely little man. Fucking short.
Little man.
Girl.
How little? How little is little?
Is he like suckling at your teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like that's like Big Brother, right?
Yeah.
Like I bully that. Oh, I can't say the F word here.
Why not?
I bully that faggot so hard.
Yeah.
Like it is so fun, but my entire drag family, we all got first alt in some form or fashion this year.
Yeah.
And it all came down to one category for most of us.
And so
It's been a tough year for the House of Karma.
It sure has. But it's also been like a really good year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I look at this, like we are all placing the highest that we've ever placed at these kinds of pageants. So
Yeah.
like,
well, I mean,
you know,
and Karma's package for All American Goddess, that was fabulous.
Mhm.
The Andrew Woman.
that's the thing. And also like with Karma, like that talent is something that like she's been doing for 8 years. Like
Yeah.
it's just like a national winning talent.
Yeah. Wait,
And-
she keeps doing that one over and over?
She has since Newcomer.
Wow.
She has like she planned on retiring it, but she was like, if I want to win this pageant, I need to do this talent.
Yeah, something well
Yes,
rehearsed and ready.
yes.
Polished.
A lot of girls do that. There's a lot of girls who like will just run different systems and they'll bring the same talent, same package, same gown, and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then
Throw
Maybe
drag
take
at the
note.
wall, see what sticks.
Yeah.
yeah. Girl, if you already spent money on the package, fuck.
Yeah.
If you've already rehearsed it, I mean, like, yeah, no, that's like a performer's bread and butter. It's like, if you've already done the whole fucking thing, you've practiced it, you've polished it, it's a beautiful fucking shining emblem of your performance style, do it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you gonna do mixed can this year? Or mixed hard on?
I was thinking about it.
The alt pageant.
The
You're an
alt
alt girl
pageants.
now.
Because as an alternative queen, as the new alt queen of Minneapolis, I
Yeah.
didn't want to like come out to everybody like this.
What's like another pageant you're wanting to do? Because I know there's a lot of systems. Like I'm not even aware of most of them. When Kamari won All American Goddess, I didn't understand how big that was.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, holy shit.
I just
She
have
fucking
to,
did that.
I
Yeah.
have to touch on Kamari winning because that was such a special. Because Kamari's like one of the first trans entertainers like I had ever seen, and one of the first drag entertainers that I had ever seen that was like close to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, like distance wise. So like to see her be so successful and to now call her like my auntie and like a part of my family is just like incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she whooped Mocha Montrese's ass. B.
Period.
Like Mocha Montrese is a legend and icon, so like if we're gonna be on this podcast, I have to give
Absolutely.
my auntie her flowers.
Shout out.
If I had nails, I would be clacking you today, my femme queen. But another pageant that I want to run is All American Goddess. That is like the system that I feel that I
Embody.
would do the best in.
Yeah.
Entertainer of the Year is more like production, and I'm more just like I just want to be pretty on stage.
Yeah. I'm gonna look
And, like,
gorgeous in a gown.
Yeah, and like just be talented for when I need to be talented. Like I don't want props.
Yeah.
That shit costs money, and I'm a little poor.
I think Ava would do better at entertainment.
I fully believe you would.
I'll try that sometime. I want to try a pageant at some point. I just have not.
You should, honestly, like, even if it's a fucking bar pageant, it's so worth it. Because you have fun, regardless, like, win, lose, or draw. Because at the end of the day, you're like, well, it's a bar pageant, I don't care.
You're meeting people, you're talking to the girls. It's cute.
My very first pageant, I met Shay Louise. If y'all know who that is.
I've heard the name.
So she is actually Brandana Dupree Larice's drag mother, if y'all know her from before. But Shay is a legendary entertainer from LA or California. Amazing dancer, just has been around for like 35 years and still bucks like she's 21. Like,
word,
bitch.
Girl. I mean, we'll do it, but yes, girl.
An entertainer that takes care of their body is a rare breed.
It sure is.
Because bitches like do their bucks, their kicks, and then they can't perform by 27.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I only got one of these.
Yeah. Try them. They're so good.
Oh, here, Chandra, do you want?
Oh no, I'm good.
Are you sure? Yeah, get into it. Get into
I
it.
do. I
know
want
you
to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but like as far as like other pageants, I would say Miss Continental is like everybody. I feel like it's everybody's dream.
Yeah.
And of course that's my dream too. And of course I want to make that happen at some point in my life. But once
how do you
again,
qualify for Miss Continental?
You just got to run a prelim. And yep.
What are the
so
okay.
Every like national pageant, it has like preliminaries. So like if you think of like Miss USA, you have like Miss North Dakota, Miss Minnesota.
Yeah.
So like and a national pageant is sometimes like that, where it's like you have Miss Rising Star Continental representing Miss Carolina Continental. You know what I mean? It's just like you have all these prelims and all these names.
Yeah.
Just to qualify contestants and have like regional titles.
Gotcha.
Yes.
What would be a good starting? I mean, you said like a bar pageant, but like, what are some other good starting pageants locally that you readily recommend?
Locally.
That's most of our audience is local.
I'm very honored to be in the presence of so many locals.
I would say to like learn about the art of pageantry, because it's like
there's a lot of unspoken rules.
Yeah, pageantry is like an art form within this art form. You know what I mean?
Real.
There's a way you have to present. There's a way that like there's just a certain way you have to do it. So like to learn about it, I would say like doing the 90s pageants. Now, is the judging going to be always something that you are going to be a fan of?
Maybe not.
No, but that's pageantry in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like pick your battles. It's a bar pageant. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Don't spend that much money and have fun.
No. Real.
Makes sense.
For the alternative girls, we have Miss Bloodbath.
Oh, yeah.
My good sister Gemini Valentine is the current fucking reigning. I dressed her that evening.
Period.
I dressed half the contestants that evening.
I'm sure you did.
Girl, I was running around there in pleasers like, Ondine, what the fuck you need, girl? what you want this tape where?
In
like,
the fucking... You said I'm going to wear a modest 4-inch platform tonight because
sure
I'm
did.
working.
Yeah, literally. Well, I thought I was just going to be like with Gemini, but then I looked around and I was like...
These girls need help.
Because in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, everybody's bringing a dresser.
No.
And then I walked in there and I went... I went, ooh, there's going to be a lot of bitches that need a zip. Okay.
The alt divas don't know the pageant world and that you should bring a dresser and that you should do all this.
And like that's something that like Gemini and I talked about, where I was like, no, I'm going to be your dresser. Like, da-da-da-da, it's allowed, right? And she was like, yeah, like...
Absolutely.
So that's where we were good. She didn't need that much help, honestly.
She is pretty self-sufficient.
She really is self-sufficient, that like it really is just me like lacing something up and being like, you did great. Love you, sister.
I have been a dresser once and it was a lot.
I was with you, was I?
Yeah.
You were!
Ooh,
And I was just backstage fixing costumes with my sewing machine being like, Jesus Christ.
You sure were.
You brought your whole ass sewing machine.
I did!
And that contestant was proud of it too. She was like, oh, my things are getting finished right now. And I went, Mama, you're number one in the lineup.
Real.
I was like, why are you smiling right now, bitch?
So it's interesting. The pressure backstage is wild.
Yeah.
And then
it's
like
so
Rob
fun.
just I love Rob, but just wandering around being like, that hair needs to be fixed. You should fix that. I was like, Diva.
Yes.
I can't handle this right now.
One time he just like glared at me while he was doing because I dressed Lily that night. Lily Garu, my good sis.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like glaring at me and doing her hair, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna be so real.
And so he came up and he's like, we have to clean up the back of that wig. And I was like, okay, I don't know. And he's like, and you should hand sew this shut behind her because it's going to look a little unflattering. I was like, I don't know how to hand sew. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
See, that's lovely. That's a lot of added pressure to a local competition, isn't it? Like,
that's the thing where I'm sometimes like, do we realize where we are? But I understand.
I get it. Train them young.
Yes, and it fully
historic gay 90s.
The historic gay 90s.
Yes.
Gay 90s.
Yes. Now that they've changed over management.
Again? When?
No, recently. After certain individuals left.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I think like the actual bar manager.
No.
I was like, I think she's still there, isn't she? No, she left too. Oh.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Karen?
Oh, Pistachio. Karen got fucking. What I heard, Pistachio, is that Karen got fired. So, like, if we want to fact check that, we can keep that in if we want. But
not talking shit, just.
But if it's not true, then Karen took a leave of herself.
We're not getting booked at the 90s. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no,
What?
my booking.
Right. Goodbye.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Girl, me and Linda were. Ooh. I don't care.
Oh.
Me and Linda were just talking about that. We were like, well, sister, we had fun on Sundays, didn't we?
Oh, because Prada was booking you or what? Oh, yeah.
Prada was booking us on Sundays, but, you know. Like,
It wasn't a great night anyways.
Yeah, and there's so many people that, like, in this city who do deserve a cast spot, and there are so few opportunities that, like, girl.
Whatever.
If I'm not getting booked, that doesn't mean that, like, there's anything wrong with me. It
No,
just means
not
that
at
bitches
all.
are turning it too.
No.
Yeah?
And
There's room for
therefore,
everyone.
That part.
My God, there's room for everybody. Let's just say that.
I mean, there isn't, but
But
we just make do.
let's just think about it. What are some of the unspoken rules of pageants that people should know? Like, what are some really basic ones?
I guess, like, you just, like, it's a competition from, like, start to finish, you know what I mean? Like, you have to show up. You're applying for a job.
Yeah.
You're applying to represent, this system, this name. So, like, you have to, from registration to, the end of the pageant and throughout your reign, you just have to carry yourself like a title holder. Like, everybody's watching you all the time.
Yeah.
And if anybody is my friend on Facebook, y'all know that I would probably struggle with that. So,
You do say the most unhinged things.
I do, because I just get like really bored. Like, I'll be stoning or beating something, and I'll just be like, sorry. Wait, why are you sorry?
I was closing a box in front of the microphone. That's it.
Wait, it's like ASMR though.
The way you deliver.
I'm gonna be so real. I can't remember where I was going with
Starting
Shit.
shit on Facebook. I don't know.
Starting shit on Facebook.
Starting shit on Facebook. Yeah, no, I just get bored, like, beating and stoning, and then I get, like, really high, and then I go, banana pussy hanging out.
Yeah.
And then, like...
You're like, you know what pisses me off?
Literally,
Yeah.
like, everybody's just like, okay.
I think for me, like, there are some unspoken rules though that you'll lose points. Like, I didn't know that. Well, it's not really a rule anymore, but you used to have to wear an updo with an evening gown. You, if the zipper bunches even a little bit,
Yeah.
you will
People
lose
will
points.
read you for
If
that.
it doesn't touch the ground perfectly, you will lose points. Like,
It's so, like, however good you think it is.
they'll find a way to rip it apart.
Like, Karma, my drag mother, Bad Karma, if y'all don't know.
We gotta have her on soon.
That'll be chaotic.
Girl, what I would give to be a fly on the wall, girl. But, she, like, has this beautiful old Hollywood gown, beautifully stoned, ostrich feathers the house. Like, it is just stunning.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful on her. The fit isn't as immaculate as a lot of judges want. You know what I mean? So, like, regardless, like, it is, like, a beautiful gown. It's a gown unlike any other that you'll probably see, and it's just...
It's expensive. It's immaculate.
Yeah,
but it
like,
doesn't fit right.
it doesn't fit correct. Like, it fits, but they're like, oh, well, like, I just noticed that, like, 12 inches down your back, there was, like, a zipper, like, bunching at, like, the 12th link, and it's like, what?
That was one thing we realized when we were watching Queen of Hearts, because we asked the contestant we were helping, just, like, afterwards, like, oh, what did you get critiques? And they're like, oh, there was a small bunch in my dress, and they clocked me for it. And I was like, a small bunch?
There's like a half inch between the floor and the end of the gown.
Yeah.
It was just like,
so it's small things.
Jesus
Yeah.
It's
Christ.
I had a
peanuts.
gown off the ground like by like this much one time, and they were just like, it doesn't like your feet look weird with it. And I was like, work.
Right.
Shit.
Controversial opinion. I hate most pageant gowns. I think the patterns are so ugly sometimes.
Sometimes I do agree. Like I feel like right now we're kind of in an era where like we're phasing out of what is considered to be beautiful in pageantry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there is kind of like a return to like old traditional drag values that I'm not super in love with, because it doesn't flatter. It ages a lot of people. Like there's just like a lot of silhouettes that like are not giving.
Yeah.
And like beaded fringe sleeves, while beautiful, are coming back.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Have you seen those?
I don't think I have, but that sounds...
Beaded
Okay.
fringe sleeve. Oh, like the... Oh, yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
it's
No, I have seen
beautiful.
that.
Yeah.
Well, especially with, like, Mistress Isabel Brooks that did it on the
Yes.
seasons of
Yes.
Drag Race. Did a full beaded fringe dress.
Ugh.
And beaded fringe is gorgeous. It's also, like,
As fuck.
cripplingly expensive as well.
Yeah.
And so it's just... It's
Yeah.
it's a glass ceiling.
Or if you have to make it yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which a lot of, that's what the girls do.
I absolutely hate any sleeve that is not a full-length sleeve or cut off here. If I ever see a sleeve that stops here, I will
Old
lose
lady.
my mind.
Because why are you wearing a fucking t-shirt?
Why are you wearing a t-shirt gown? I don't like it.
Thank you. Okay, I'm like, I could name the bitches right now. Like,
Or if it stops right here, I'm like, are you a 70-year-old woman going to tea? What is that?
That's
I
a tea
don't
leg.
Get it?
girl, tea.
Tea.
Literally tea.
Tea length.
I don't get.
No, but like, I do love a halter. And like,
Yeah.
honestly, I love it when the trans girls do pageants. Like,
They do it right. They do it so
like,
well.
pageantry is dominated by trans women, you know what I
And
mean?
it should be,
Correct.
So,
yeah.
like,
Well, and there's a lot less to hide. You just have
Yeah.
the body.
that part, and like specifically it's dominated by like black trans women,
Period.
which we can all agree that like that is the pillar of our community.
Absolutely.
Bitch, the queer community is not strong enough to have pillars. We have a pillar that we rely on.
We are living in Sasha Colby's America.
Bitch, that part.
Yes.
That part.
Yeah.
Your wig has been sliding back, but it's the same color as your actual hair.
Wait.
And so, did you see that?
Oh my god. It's like, it's like a bump.
I'm in my topper. Oh
Now
my
you're
god.
I didn't really notice until just now. I was like, what's that line on her hair? Oh my god, that's the lace.
hang on. And we're back.
Oh, we never left, Diva.
Oh,
Hang on. Plot checking.
Wait.
Wow, my widow's peak is way over there. All right.
And
I
that's
also-
why you lose the pageant.
I
Yeah,
also
okay.
think that the fact that I have this dumb feather, this big
Dumb?
feather, I love it.
Kiki Boudreaux, grab her.
Dumb is I use dumb affectionately.
Yeah.
And so this big dumb feather made by Kiki Boudreaux.
We love to see
we
them.
The president.
Whomst we love. Yes. Give it up for the president.
Literally.
Has been hiding my wig line, I think. I hope.
Um,
Viewers who have noticed my wig falling back, do not interact.
so you moved from North Dakota to here. Why?
Yes.
Why?
Girl, the second I could,
I
I
don't
was like,
blame you.
we gotta
You gotta
go.
get out of there.
Because I was already like working up here.
What's the
and
drag scene like there?
I'm gonna talk. You know what, girl? I don't fucking live there, and I'm gonna talk a whole lot of shit. 'Cause a lot of these faggots just piss me off.
I've heard only bad things.
Literally, like,
Oh,
that's the thing.
yeah.
There's lovely people up in Fargo, like my good sister Summer Fun, my good sister Honeybee.
Cyber sodas.
If
they're
y'all know
again.
Cyber Soda,
Yes.
like our sister, like the people who are lovely are really lovely, but there's a lot of people that like are overshadowed, unfortunately, because of the fucked up actions of a lot of others. Because think of like any other like drag scene, you know what I mean? How it's like competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fargo's not competitive because nobody's like, not nobody. Very few are good.
Oh. Yeah?
Two.
So it's just a bunch of old men, not old. It's a bunch of 35-year-old men, in Amazon wigs fighting with each other over like
Who gets the booking?
who gets to like perform at the VFW or the Elks Lodge.
Oh,
And I'm
bitch,
like-
not the VFW.
And I'm like, I fucked up the ceiling at both y'all, so like, I don't know if it's gonna be a prize.
Real.
Yes.
Yeah, I've I've met a lot of boogers from Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and there was the controversy. I think it was it 2 years ago?
Jackie Divine.
Jackie Divine.
That
That wasn't even 2 years ago. That was recent.
that
right?
was like a year and a half.
Oh shit. It's almost 2 years ago.
I thought it was Jackie Diamond.
Yeah, Jackie Diamond. She has like 5 names. She was
Yeah.
Jasmine Flage, or she was Jackie Diamond, or she was... Oh, you remember Dear Jasmine Flage? Yeah.
My wig is gonna fall back. I'm laughing too hard, so I'm trying to be like, shut up now.
In any case, she invited a Rue girl to a show, and then she never paid the Rue girl.
She booked RuPaul.
She booked RuPaul.
She booked RuPaul.
Not actually.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like,
Girl,
I was like, I knew she
literally
would
was
book the
going
Rue girl.
around. She was going around being like, I booked RuPaul, and literally everybody went, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, but keep this in. Keep this in.
This episode of the Drag Me with a Spoon podcast is sponsored by Stoned Crazy. Stoned Crazy is your Minneapolis-based supplier of rhinestones, pearls, and other costume embellishments. Stoned Crazy has everything you need to make your costumes even draggier. Rhinestones, pearls, fringe, sequin fringe, and more. Shop now online at stonecrazymn.com and use code DRAGSPOON for 15% off your order. Big thank you to Stone Crazy for sponsoring the podcast.
Coming.
Scooch on
I'm
in,
coming.
boy.
Chandra has something to say.
Girl, but
Chandra
no,
has something to say.
Now that you have brought up Miss Jasmine Flage, girl, like, I feel like my career in drag has been like a fucking fever dream because I have literally been fighting with like grown men since I was like 15. Just like, and you know what? Jer is not a grown man. That is a grown woman. That is a trans woman. Not a beautiful one, but a trans woman. And she is somebody who likes to not pay entertainers. And so I heard this and I was like, okay, yeah, like, you know, I don't need to work with her. I don't have to fuck with her. Like, I also just don't appreciate her as a person. Totally fine. Like, we have our differences. But she liked to go around saying that I'm entitled, I'm this, I'm that, because I said no. And I was just like, okay, you know, whatever. But karma, as I have learned, because she is my mother, is a fucking bitch. And she will always come and fucking find you. Because that bitch sure did book Jan and Ariel. And she sure is tied up in legal action right now. So,
Period.
how does that feel, Jer?
See, like, I always thought it was Jeer because whenever I read it,
Jeer.
I was like, I thought it was a girl with a lisp trying to write a letter, like, Dear Jasmine Flake, I love you so much, and
I don't know how she...
want to say you
What is
were
her
so
name?
cunt.
Is her name still Jer?
I have no
No, it's Jackie Diamond now.
Like, officially?
I thought so.
It's been that for a bit, yeah.
Let's see, I think we're still friends on Facebook.
On time. And
No, it's
she-
Jackie Divine now. Yeah.
Ugly. He. But no, she got sued by, I believe, Ariel and or Jan.
Word.
Because she did not pay people.
Yeah. Pay people.
Rue girls cost at least $1,000, and if you don't got that up front,
Well, and literally there was like 9 people at one of her shows with the Rue Girl in Fargo. Diva.
Jesus.
You're just not successful.
No.
Like, at some point you have to understand you're bad at drag. And on that.
And on that, so you moved from Fargo here.
Sure did.
Yeah. And what do you like about the Twin Cities?
I was really lucky enough to work and like visit up here like monthly before I moved. So like, honestly, just the layout of the city. I enjoy how like it still feels like I'm in a city, but like my area is quiet. I have my little neighborhood. I'm 8 minutes away from the gay 90s. I'm 10 minutes away from the saloon, not even taking the highway.
Word.
I can get to Lush in 5 minutes. I can get to the Black Heart in 10 minutes. Like,
Are you in Northeast?
I'm in like Southeast. Like,
Oh.
yeah. So like literally everything is just so close, and I'm like,
period.
When Jesus say yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like close to a bunch of fucking like poke places and like sushi places.
What's that new trend of poke? Have you noticed that? I feel like it's everywhere.
I've
Oh, I
been
thought you
on
were
it
talking
for,
about
like, years.
Pokestops. I was excited. I was like, Pokemon Go.
Ooh. I would be so for real. I told Karma this the other day and she almost like whooped my ass.
What?
I did not know that Pikachu was a Pokemon until like
What?
Until like recently.
The fucking...
Like, within the last year.
What did you think that was?
I literally just was like, Pikachu is that bitch. Like,
Yeah.
Girl, Pikachu is that girl.
Pikachu? She's that girl.
She's that girl. She's out here doing girl things.
All the girl Pikachus have heart-shaped tails, and all the boy Pikachus have square tails.
There's like multiple?
There's more than one Pikachu, yeah!
I thought it was just like one bitch that they like captured.
Yeah, well it is, and then like there's other Pikachu, because it's a species of Pokemon.
Well, I thought it was... Oh.
Imagine for a moment that we don't have animals in the world. Instead we have Pokemon.
Okay.
And yeah, the Pokemon are...
You saying the Pokemon.
The Pokemon. Yeah, no, there's like species. Pikachu is a species.
Okay.
And also the name of a Pokemon. It's
Love
confusing.
it. Okay.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's good, it's bad, it's terrible, it's lovely. I love it. Where were we going? I fully derailed you.
Wanda's just sitting here like there's not enough wine in this box.
All right, we're gonna move on to some fan questions.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say, because we do have fan questions.
Oh god.
So these are
okay.
questions submitted by all of our adoring fans and other people that happen to exist in the city.
Okay.
Katie asks, when will she buy shoes other than the Lucite heels?
Never, because here's the thing, Katie. When you are somebody who dances, and you are somebody who is poor, and you are somebody who would rather spend money on beads and stones and gowns, you skip out on the shoes because I am not spending $50 every other month when I could spend $50 every 3 months.
Real.
That's
But I love you, Katie. That's like bar mom. So
Oh,
like,
that's bar mom. Yeah.
She's allowed to read me
She
at every
can.
opportunity.
Head
I'm
of security at Saloon.
Yes, mother.
Shout out.
We love Katie. Next up, Kiki Galore asked, are you planning to do any pageants soon?
Yes. So I'm actually preparing for National Entertainer of the Year, my first national pageant, end of July. So if y'all want to Venmo me at Chandra Armani, because, ooh, girl.
Ooh, girl.
You got Shemale.
This shit don't feel good. No, I'm kidding.
She had to rush order a jacket.
Yeah, literally, I was like, oh, can you make the skirt too?
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, just the check. Okay.
Just check.
No, but you know, pageantry is crazy. Things are coming together. Everything is. It just has to be done. I have all the materials, so
yeah,
I'm excited. 3 weeks away.
Definitely.
Yes.
Kiki Galore also asked, any tips and tricks on how to do a perfect dip?
On how to do a perfect dip. Okay, I learned this from Raven. So Raven Ninja in Minneapolis.
Love Raven.
Does like
Of the House of
classes
Ninja.
Of the House of
Yes.
Ninja, the iconic House of Ninja. The iconic International House, forgive me. Raven always told me, she was like, bitch, you arch your back as hard as you fucking can. You put your leg in the air and you fall back on your arms. At no point are you going to fall on your back. At no point should you slam. Now, do I still slam? I'm heavy.
But the earthquakes are worth it.
Hello.
Kablam!
Doesn't it just like...
It makes you feel something.
If you feel it in your chest, it's a
Yeah.
moment.
It's good.
Sometimes, like, it's just, like, really satisfying to hear a heavy thing hit the stage. Like, it'd be so real.
Real.
But, yeah, no, just, like, arch your back, keep your weight over your arms, bend your knee, be kind to your body.
Arch your back works for several different things.
It
by the
sure
way.
does.
It's very good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that yoga pose, the retching cat, you know, where your back goes
I
like,
thought it was
whoop,
like cat-cow.
and whoop. Yeah, it's cat-cow.
The retching
It's,
cat?
I call it the retching cat because you're just like literally on the floor like and that's what it looks like to me. And that's what that means to me. Thank you. I've been contestant number 12.
I am your contestant number 2, Chandra Armani, in Q&A competition, and I thank you.
The Q&A portion's not over.
Literally. Q&A is the only category I have ever won in a pageant, and I'm like, and girl, I probably would have gotten the perfect.
That means people like you. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I love Q&A because I'm like, girl, just let me talk. Just
Yeah.
let me talk.
Give her a mic. She's ready to go.
Girl, and like, have I always done great at it? No, because sometimes I've gotten questions that I'm like, bitch, I am literally like 18 at the time of this question. Like, I don't understand.
What do you think the future of drag is? And what
Literally,
it means for
they're like, what are you
America?
gonna bring to the 90s stage? I don't fucking know, fresh pussy. Like, I don't know.
Young knees.
Like, and it's
Real. The young
awful. Kamari is spry, or Mercedes is spry, Anya is spry.
I'm not saying their knees are not
Okay.
good.
I'm just saying that maybe they're not.
We're gonna backtrack that one. Whoa.
I said nothing. I don't dance. Don't listen to me.
Don't watch me.
Don't make me sing.
Panic asks, what do you do on your days off, and what is your go-to snack right now?
I literally, I'm gonna be so real, y'all. On my days off, you can find me stoning or beating or hanging out with Gemini or Karma. Or prepping for pageants or saying heinous things on Facebook.
And what's your go-to snack?
My go-to snack right now, honestly, it's like vanilla double stuffed Oreos and milk.
Oh,
like I've
so
just been
real.
really into it. Like,
Why the vanilla? I don't get it.
I love vanilla.
But
Unfortunately.
does it taste like vanilla? I feel like it just tastes like
yeah,
yellow.
like with the milk, it just like
It
just
activates.
Wait, can you drink milk?
Yeah.
Ew.
Stunt! Yes! Work! Sorry.
No,
we
I
are
only
both
with
lactose
Oreos.
intolerant bitches.
Only with Oreos. I'm not
That's-
drinking glasses of milk to drink milk. I'm drinking a glass of milk.
I don't know if I
with-
trust you anymore.
Girl.
That's disgusting.
That's the line?
That's rotted.
Girl.
Gutted.
Milk?
No.
That's
No.
where you draw the line?
That's where I draw the
You
line.
watched me do poppers in the middle of the saloon for a good 15 consecutive seconds, and that's you draw the line at milk.
That is the line.
Work.
What, you eat cheesecake too?
No, that's where I draw the line,
Thank
bitch.
you.
How dare you?
Girl.
How very fucking dare you?
I never feel glamorous when I'm farting so fucking hard in drag, and so that's why I don't consume dairy products. If I touch cheese, it's
Stop. No.
the whole night.
What
It's
is
a chop
your
for me.
life?
I don't have lactase in my stomach. That's the problem.
Really?
It digests the lactose,
Uh-huh.
and that's called lactose
Most people, when they get,
intolerance.
to be adults, their bodies can't process dairy anymore.
Because we're kind of meant to drink milk as children.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
And then some, there's 40% of the world's population, I believe.
You're learning a lot today.
I am. I'm
Yeah,
really
statistics.
I get you're a teacher.
Yeah, sorry.
Helen Heaven asks, if you have one piece of advice about dancing / learning how to dance, what would it be?
Bitch, get a step and fucking build an 8 count around it.
Yeah.
Get a fucking 8 count that you can do and literally just move the fucking moves around.
Yeah.
If you cannot dance and you cannot figure out choreography, or if you are on your third show of the day and you're like, bitch, I am not alive right now, literally, you do the same 4 steps in an 8 count, you just reverse them, flip it and reverse it, you're
Yeah.
And then
you know what I mean?
steal things you see. If you see something that looks really easy,
Steal
take that
it.
and put it in your 8 count.
Here's the thing about drag, and not to say that you should steal from somebody, but be inspired by things in the way that make it your own.
Yeah.
But
I believe it was the Bible that said, I see it, I like it, I want it,
I got it.
he sure did.
Yeah.
And he can be
You
quoted
believe
as-
God is a he, she, I don't know.
you had an issue with saying transsexual, but he, she was okay.
God is the original non-binary.
God is the original he, she. You're
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Forgive me. God is the original she, male.
But also, as, the white woman that will hit every single beat,
The beater of Minneapolis.
sometimes all you need to do is have some moves where you just hit the beat.
Literally, I'm going to be so real, y'all.
Uh-huh.
Me, Ava, and Wanda all did a show recently at Can Wonderland with one Dita Creme Jackson. And I was hosting both shows and very honored to be booked, very honored to be thought of. In between these 2 shows, I had an allergic reaction to nuts. Because I am a trans girl allergic to nuts. Have you ever heard a sadder story? But
For just 25 cents a day.
literally,
Chandra Armani sponsoring.
a fucking EpiPen. But we were just trapped at this fucking venue for 8 hours. I had an allergic reaction. I had downed 3 Zyrtec. I later read that you only take 1 and it works. I took a floor nap at one point.
I was gonna say, you were on the floor glamorously napping
Yeah. In my human unit.
Yup, you never took it off.
30 inches, bitch, because I literally went over to Gemini's and I went, install this for me, I don't want to. And she went, it's not gonna be good. And I Girl,
Well,
it
like,
came up
when
from
I
the
was
back.
like,
It came up from the back, and I went, "This has never happened to me."
when I found you, like, we came in, I don't remember where we went. I think we just went around
Yeah.
as a little, did a little Fruit Loop and Can just to look at the vending, the games or whatever.
Mhm.
Anyways, so like we just found you
Yeah.
in a tube top,
Yep.
in a little mini skirt,
Yep.
in your like human unit, like splayed on the floor as you were like glamorously.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I asked you like, "Hey, did you have a good nap?" And you're like, "No." You look good doing it.
Thank you. I'm glad it looked good. 'Cause
Yeah.
And fucking Tommy is just like, "You good, sis? Are you gonna be okay? All right."
One thing about the House of Karma, they're gonna take naps between shows.
We sure do.
And the amount of times I've seen Karma on the floor, just,
We were in a show with Karma, like, I think it was a year and a half ago at this
Yo.
point. It was a Christmas show at fucking Betty Danger's RIP.
Yo.
And yeah, so like we were backstage between our numbers, and Karma was back there like a vampire,
Just
arms
arms
crossed, and just
out of it.
using a backpack as a
Yep.
pillow.
Yeah.
That's
Queen
my mother.
Diva.
That is my mother.
Period.
Girl, like sometimes, cause I used to like go on drag benders where I would just be like, literally sometimes up for like 36 to like 48. You know what I mean? Like when you get like an hour nap here and there.
You
Like,
showed up
I
for
would
one of our
be-
shows in full mug from the day before.
Yeah. So like.
And you look good, so I can't.
You did look
Thank
good.
Yeah.
It did not feel good.
I believe that, but you did the job.
Thank you.
You did the job.
You did the job.
But like I would just be so fucking tired that I was like, I used to be so like picky about like I can only sleep in my bed and girl. The second I
Girl.
started traveling for drag, I was like, bitch, if there is a fucking, I have like slept in the basement of clubs. I have like, like I do not care if I need to.
All right.
All right, Piss, put it on screen.
Favorite that, so Piss can put it on screen.
Oh, I shouldn't say where that was. I'm not gonna get canceled.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all won't cancel me.
She's here to trans your gender.
She's here to trans your gender.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyways, Helen, to be a good dancer,
Oh yeah.
Steal shit, do the same shit over and over, and repeat.
and repeat.
Okay.
Hit the beat here
and then
and there.
flip it around, and then if you have to punch a beat, you gotta punch a beat, bitch. Take after your mother if you got to. Girl, literally. I'm like,
It's just too long. Yeah. I forget what the fuck. Yeah.
it's the way that you get ready for it, because I'm like, she's gearing up for it. Like you're like you're walking to the front, and you whip around, and you're like, ah. I loved it. It was like genuinely, I was like, period, Wanda, you did eat that.
Thank you.
Don't be a drum in the vicinity.
Girl,
Can't
I'm
handle
not
that.
trying to get into a street fight with Miss Gag over here. Like, let's just say that.
Miss Wanda Arms Gag. Yeah.
Girl, this bitch knows sign language. Oh, I'm gonna see his hands.
Okay. Real.
Someone named Swiss Army Cub.
Okay, Swiss Army Cub is like one of the hottest men I have ever fucking seen.
I know he followed me. I was like,
That is like
Shout out.
to Swiss Army Cub. Bitch, I love you. He comes to my shows.
I thought you were saying come.
no.
Okay.
He asks, why are you always so hot? That's it.
When Jesus say yes, everybody, nobody can say no. Why am I always so hot? Here's the thing. Looking good is my job, so when I don't have to, I look... I'm going to be real derogatory right now with
Do
everybody
it.
right now.
Say it.
I look like a she-beast in the morning, bitch. Fuck. Like, I wake up and, like, I still have lash glue and mascara still on. Like, my lips are stained. Like, I have, like, glue on my titties. My nipples are melted. Like, if I had a penis, it would no longer be, like, alive. Like, the bitch is, like, shriveled at this point. Like, my body is destroyed from drag. But when I get in drag, I'm able to, like, squish a lot of fat around and, like, pull on my cheekbones and, like, trick you into thinking that all the time I'm gonna give you something. And that's drag.
And that's drag, baby.
But also, I would look hot all the time for you. Fine.
All the time.
No, I'm kidding.
And lastly, Carino asked, why are you so pussy cunt?
Why am I so pussy cunt? I had no other option, bitch.
Not the pussy cunt the city deserves, but the pussy cunt the city
needs. You know what?
Yes.
When fucking Brandana left, I think I texted somebody and I went, somebody's gonna have to take over as like the terrible tranny of the city. And I just don't know if there's anybody who's like equipped to handle that job.
Real.
But I'll take one for the team.
Real.
No, I feel like every drag scene just needs like one, just like we have a few, but like
We're blessed with a few.
Yes.
Yeah.
If that's what we want to call it, girl. But yeah, like every drag scene just needs like one batshit crazy trans woman that everybody's like, she's uncouth, but we'll excuse it.
But we like.
But every time we see her in the mirror, she's like,
okay.
and then she walks around the room like,
fully naked, just.
I have so much fun. I can't.
real.
It's time for my favorite segment of the show. It is the 3 quick tips of drag. What are 3 quick tips you would tell anyone new or experienced?
Bead and stone your own shit. I don't care how much time you think you're gonna save. I don't care if you have the money to do it. It is not worth it. It is not, unless it's Katie. Or unless it's me.
I was like, are you charging people to still
Not
things?
really,
Oh,
girl.
okay.
I, like, if you want to, I'm not gonna like turn away like a commission. If you want something stoned, of course I'll do something for you. But bead and stone your own shit, because I had one bad experience preparing for a pageant where I sent off a gown to get like encrusted, and I paid like way more than I should have. Like I paid like basically like a month's worth of rent on my town
Jesus.
just for like the materials and to like have it done.
Did it look good?
Because no.
Oh.
And that's like because it's that red gown. I paid.
Oh yeah.
Can I?
Go
I'll send
ahead.
y'all a picture to like fucking put in if you want. But I had to scrape that entire gown.
Oh god.
I literally took a fucking hair dryer and a butter knife, and I spent weeks, just like an hour every day, just
that's
scraping.
tragic.
And then I restoned the entire thing, and now I'm like, never again.
Never again.
It is not worth it.
Do it yourself, so you're happy
Beading
with it.
is so easy. Is it time consuming? Yes. You literally, if you want to learn, I'll
I
send
would
you the
love
3
to learn.
videos.
Let's do it.
Literally,
Yeah.
I watched 3 videos and went,
But I got like
that.
big sausage fingers. That sounds scary.
that's the thing.
Now,
I
here's the
thought-
thing. I like hand sewing. You could teach me.
Yeah.
She hates
I
hand
hate
sewing.
Yeah, that's valid. But bead and stone your own shit saves you money. It also just like it makes you appreciate your drag a whole lot more. You take better care of it. You learn just so much about like construction of outfits and how to like restore outfits. Because there's like a fuck ton of like really beautiful shit from Karma's closet that she's like, daughter, I don't wear this shit anymore. What do you want? You know what I mean?
Period.
And it's like beautiful, and I get it for the daughter discount because mommy loves me. But just because I am a little thicker than her, there are certain things that were affixed that are no longer affixed. So we gotta beat over those parts.
Gotcha.
So it's just learn the
how to do
skills.
that.
But on that note, you can add a panel. You can add like
Yes.
other stuff.
Yeah.
You can cut here, knit there. I
That
don't know.
part, yeah. Just learn how to like restore shit.
Real.
For real.
What's number 2?
Number 2, I would say actually restoring shit. Learn how to restore shit.
Fix your wigs, fix your costumes.
Fix your wigs, fix your costumes. Like, I am not somebody who knows how to sew real well. I have a sewing machine that I can fix holes on.
Love it.
That's it. Like, I tried to do it on Gemini's, and I was like, I don't know how to work your sewing machine. I only know how to
Every
use
sewing
mine.
machine is like a horse.
Yeah.
They can sense an inexperienced handler,
Yeah.
and they will fight you
Yeah.
every step of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's me. I'm the.
You're the horse.
I'm the
You're the horse.
inexperienced I'm an inexperienced horse. Yeah.
Easy girl. Easy girl.
Literally, but yeah, no, restore shit. Learn how to like tease and fucking curl hair, because
It's not hard.
it's not hard. It's
No.
a lot easier than you think.
Yeah.
And then when you do it, you're like, okay.
Okay.
Sometimes you just gotta spend a lot more time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's tip number 3?
Tip number 3. Be a fan of drag, I guess. Like, I came into this as a fan of drag, so, like, I have a huge reverence for, like, traditional drag. I feel like that's very clear with...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pageantry. Yeah.
But, like, not even, like, pageantry, like, the CC Russells, like, those entertainers that, like, they fucking do Whitney Houston, and you're like, bitch, that's Whitney.
That's Whitney.
You're like, that's fucking Whitney.
Yeah.
Like, watching CC Russell perform, and I'm very lucky to call her a very good friend now, but, like, it changed how I do drag, it changed how I viewed drag, it changed how I wanted to do drag, it changed how I wanted my career to go, like...
Yeah.
There is just so much art around us, specifically right now, because we're in a space where, like, drag is so commercialized that, like,
Yes.
girl, we can't fucking... And I know this isn't a new conversation, but, like, bitch, we can't throw a stone without hitting a fucking drag queen.
Yeah.
So, like, there is so much art to be had. Not all of it is good. In fact, a lot of it is bad.
All drag is valid.
All drag
Not
is
all
valid.
drag is good.
Girl, some people got mad when I said that on Facebook. I was like, girl...
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Well, I think an anonymous person on Facebook said this, and I put this as my drag advice in like a fucking the Twin Cities gay scene article was like, nobody owes you booking.
That part.
Nobody
Your drag
owes you
is valid,
bookings.
but nobody fucking owes you a booking for
That
that.
part.
It's like it's their show.
Mhm.
They did all the work to make it,
That part.
Yeah.
and we don't
Also-
have to book anybody.
And it's not personal.
It's not personal.
Like, girl, like, there are a lot of entertainers who I'm friends with who run shows, and I'm not booked in them, and I'm still like, hey, bitch, how are you?
How are we doing? Yeah.
Because, girl, like, not every space is a space I need to be in.
Right? Yeah.
Or maybe they already have their dancing diva
D.
for the show. Like maybe the next one.
Literally.
But like, you know.
Girl, if, like, there's no spot for me to fill, then, like, I don't need to be there.
Exactly. You should support the dolls if you can.
Oh, yeah.
Like, go see the shows, but like,
Fully.
at the same time, no one owes you anything. Maybe they're doing a theme show and you don't fit the theme. Whatever.
Maybe they're doing an all-ages show, and you're not an all-ages performer, but you say yes to the booking anyway because you're poor.
And then you're like, I'm gonna wear tights, and then you wear fishnets.
Oh, we're talking about two different shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? They lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lived.
Well, okay. Where can people find you? Like
Social
Instagram?
media wise.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was
Why does
like,
that question has thrown everyone for a loop today?
I was like, my house, bitch.
Oh, my house.
My house.
Where I will be.
Yeah.
You can find me at Chandra Armani on everything. CHANDRA, and then Armani, just like the brand. Yeah.
And that's it, just Instagram.
Yep, and Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. Here's the thing. My Facebook is not for the faint of heart. I use it like Twitter and Tumblr combined. I'm not gonna lie.
Period.
Whenever I go onto social media, I'm like, is this how you're supposed to use it? Okay.
Okay.
Well, then I'm gonna say
Well,
stuff.
what I would like to do, because what I think I would have more fun doing.
Wait, were you a Tumblr girly? No. Okay,
No,
never mind.
I wasn't.
I'll put it away.
Take that out.
Currently, you're sandwiched between two Tumblr girlies.
I know. I was raised by Tumblr girlies. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
my sister was like the Tumblr girl.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So like
Mhm.
I understand like the references.
Yeah.
I love what
Without being on it.
I love the reverence that you speak about goblins with, because
Yeah.
Tumblr girlies are goblins.
Yeah.
Every last one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love them though. Like girl, I was raised by fucking, I told them earlier, like MTV's like The Challenge and Red Wine and also Tumblr. And I lived vicariously through my older sister and through that experience.
Period.
And it has turned me into the foul-mouthed young woman you see before you. And I don't think I wore an earring, so I sure didn't. Well,
they got me, girls.
they got me, gal.
Well, as they said, I think to quote the immortal bard, "Eow."
Is that a lot?
No, that was Priscilla. Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
we have episodes coming out every other week now, so
Every other week.
subscribe, follow along, be gay, do crimes,
Support your local drag
support your
queens.
local drag performers.
And until next time, bye. Mwah.
Swing.